ever to trail by 15 or more at half and win by 15 or more. And then they came out hot tonight, led by 10 in the first few minutes. Abdia now with 18 points to make it an 18-point game. In today's NBA, that is nothing. A whole half to go, but
second quarter, and a nice little set there to get Abdia to his strength.
Castle setting a screen for Vasil. So Abdia with 18. The rest of the team has 29. And a foul. He would challenge Wembanyama to see if his timing was on. And I guess he feels like it's on, so he didn't want to challenge him there. As Klingon misses a three, Henderson trying to track it down, stepped out of bounds. He plays perfectly fits not just this team, but the history of this organization. The youngest ever and first unanimous Defensive Player of the Year in NBA history. And Castle gets
Wemby, but he cannot find that three-point rhythm.
And if you go to Robert Williams, Wembanyama is just going to hang in the paint. Although Williams has made some threes in this series. Castle hits a three, and the lead back to 21.
See what I mean about his selectivity? He's only taken 2 threes. They've given him a ton of opportunities.
Holiday around it out. Wembanyama with the board. And Castle is very choosy about what threes he takes as they wave it
on. Good bucket.
I'm with you. Nick Bookert made the call. And now an obvious three. And Wembanyama just jumping in the air. You wonder if that is even impacting the perimeter shots for Portland, as that was way off. Wembanyama gets run over by Henderson when they play against San Antonio, because even if he's not right in your face, he's lurking somewhere, as we saw on that chase down block against Holiday, where it looked for Minnesota as the Blazers sink back into the. He shot it better from 3 in the playoffs than he did in the regular season. He's almost 50% now from behind the arc in 5 games. That Denver-Minnesota series, by the way, is 3-2 Wolves. Game 6, ESPN Thursday night, after Hawks-Knicks Game 6. Not that time for Castle. Abdia racing downhill. Wembanyama jumped into the air, got a piece of that. Went up the second half of the season and into the playoffs. Meanwhile, Castle's hurt his hand. He's shaken up.
Is it the same hand? Is it the left hand that seemed to bother him the other night?
And he's got it wrapped as well, that left hand. No look pass, Castle to Vassell. 3 no good.
Victor looks a little tired. He's a little slow up the floor. He's going to come back in the picture.
Vassell with the interception. Blazers 0 for their last 6, and they're also turning it over. Champagnie, no, but he's fouled. Free throw for Champagnie. Spurs will get possession. And Champagnie missed the 3rd free throw. Guy that is a role player for this team that understands exactly what is expected of him and does it very well. Turnover. Henderson. Oh, he soars to the rim and slams. An awkward landing, but he looks all right.
He does give you a glimpse every now and again. Wow.
He was the 3rd pick in the draft the year Wembanyama came out. Brandon Miller was drafted in between them, and Miller is having a nice start to his career in Charlotte. Grant. Kamara got a 3. Timeout, San Antonio. And Kevin Durant ruled out for tomorrow night, reportedly, as Wembanyama gets into the lane. That's his first miss of the game. He only has taken 4 shots. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks for Wembanyama. Grant, make that 4 blocks now for Wemby. 11 in the last 2 games. Johnson, the Euro and kick. Champagnie, defender flies by, gives it up. Castle's 3, no good. Still plenty of time for Portland, but just 5 of 25 from 3. They need this one here from Grant, and they get it. Year 12 out of Syracuse for Jeremy Grant. And they sag off of Castle. Now Holiday goes to greet him at the 3-point line. Johnson going baseline, around the defender. Shot clock down to 3. Castle kicked it out. Harper got it away in time, and it goes for 3.
12 on a very efficient 5 for 6 shooting. Harper.
He and Castle combined for 27 on 11 of 16 shooting. Grant's 3 no good that time. And Klingon and Castle, each game better than the next. History of the NBA, what he's been able to do so far in the postseason. Get some rest, close out the Blazers tonight, see what happens in the Denver-Minnesota series on Thursday as the Nuggets look to even that series.
With one double-digit scorer, and they had 65 on the board.
Yeah, hasn't needed to be assertive, looking for his own. Just play good defense, rebound. Kept alive underneath, last touch. Anthony Edwards, obviously Dante DiVincenzo out as well for the Game 6 against Denver in the Twin Cities Thursday. Holiday going baseline, weaving through traffic, tries to force it underneath, and it was kicked by San Antonio.
To get it to the mismatch.
And a really underrated pickup by San Antonio coming from Boston. Helped them win a championship. He fouls Grant there. Third foul on Cornette. That was a 41-second possession. Fox going to get it. Cornette setting the screen. Abdi retreats, so Fox splits the double, gets deep in the lane, puts it up. He was fouled. He said the last.
He was Keldon Johnson's development coach. And obviously you're coaching very young guys in Harper and Stefan.
That trade to bring Fox to pair him with all the young guys has ended up paying big dividends. Obviously, we'll see how far the Spurs go in the playoffs, but if they win tonight, they'll have gone further than any Spurs team since 2017. A turnover here by San Antonio. Was an 11-point lead after 12-point lead after the first quarter, 20 at halftime as Cornette gets the backside board but lost the handle, gets on the floor and tied up. That's one way to keep him from getting a lob, just knock him down, which Williams did. Makes a nice steal. Grant and Wembanyama gets the deflection and tried to save it but stepped out.
Great.
Like the young man was more worried about getting his beer knocked over than anything else.
Oh, they don't see the kick there, I think. So no reset, no dead ball, obviously.
Another deflection. It somehow ends up in Holiday's hands, who gets it out to Kamara. Boy, nobody can put it in the bucket here in the second half. 12 points for each team in the third quarter. Vassell misses again. Rebound Harper back up. No. Boy, it looked like a foul on Portland.
I absolutely thought he got fouled.
Some opportunities for the Blazers. Oh, how about the put down by Williams on the reverse? With Wembanyama challenging. Vassell fouled by Grant on the other end.
It's a tough line to toe in making this group understand they need to.
That fearlessness, that arrogance, will contact out front.
Again, Oklahoma City kind of has the same demeanor, but both teams, when it comes to taking care of business, they've been able to do that despite their youth. Krejci gives it up to Sissoko. It knocks down a 3.
I thought his foot.
86-68. Wembanyama has it knocked away. Krejci in the open floor, waiting for some help.
About 6 minutes of continued great play here to make sure Portland thinks it's done. See, Klingon wants no part of shooting shots anymore from 3.
And Thibault really struggling. 0 for 5 now from three-point range. They are 7 of 35 as a team. De'Aaron Fox now with 10 points. The 5th Spur in double figures. 10.5 minutes away from moving on to the conference semifinals to face either Denver or Minnesota as Klingon drills a 3. San Antonio went 1-3 against Denver during the regular season. Now, one of those losses was the last game of the year. Wembanyama didn't play. But the fact that over the final 34 regular season games, San Antonio went 30-4, and 3 of those losses were against Denver. They also went 1-2 against Minnesota. And the Wolves currently lead the Nuggets 3-2, but it will be interesting with the Minnesota injuries what happens going forward. Avdia fouled by.
Says he thinks that play by Fox sort of rose to the level.
And they did. Now he hits the free throws for the personal foul on Fox. It's 91-73. $18 points for Avdia. And an over and back violation. But still a lot of time, although Avdia turns it over, dribbling it off his foot. Thibault knocks it away from Harper out of bounds. Section of the Crossbank Center fan base going nuts as Champagne's shot almost hit the shot clock. Klingon rips it away from Harper.
Harper just got up so high.
Klingon launches. That's good.
There he is. Position, but they have fought in this one.
And that's a credit to obviously the players, but also Tiago Splitter, the interim head coach. Might be his last game. He told us before the game, as Portland has the ball, coaching job, but acknowledges that others are being talked to as well. This is a huge possession here. Krejci gives it up. Kamara wide open and can't get it. A foul underneath those injuries. But a bright young coach in the NBA. Holiday for 3. Got it. Drew Holiday with him.
They have now made 10 threes, so they have matched the Spurs from that. And listen, the Spurs' intensity hasn't been the same. A little bit of focus, a little bit of drift, because you've been up so much for so long.
Doris, they have more turnovers than baskets this half. Cox misses the bank. Rebound Kamara. A chance to get it to 10, maybe 9. And he got 2 guys on the floor, Krejci and Sissoko, who've only played a combined 4 minutes in this series prior to tonight. Sissoko will try the 3. It's good. It's a 9-point game. Nothing. And Splitter's going to keep Krejci and Sissoko, 2 guys that were out of the rotation, on the floor. Shot clock inside of 10. Wembanyama back in the game. Timer down to 4. Vassell fires and gets it from 15 feet.
Well, he's got a knack for timely buckets, that guy.
10 points for Vassell. The 6th Spur in double figures tonight. Portland has 3. Klingon's hit a couple threes. He'll try it again. Not that time. The tip won't go either by Sissoko. Spurs trying to close out Portland. What a no-look pass by Castle and finish from Wembanyama. 4 quick points out of the timeout. The lead back to 13. Krejci will rise up over Wembanyama off the heel. That hit Castle last, and Vassell tried to save it and gets it. Down 13 as that was kicked by Kamara off of Castle. Here's Keldon Johnson, the 6th man of the year, gets into the lane, goes up, and he's fouled.
Meaning he keeps it light. He's got the music going.
The longest tenured Spur to never reach the postseason up until this year. Think about how many years this franchise has been in existence.
And he's done a tremendous job as a role player. Didn't start a single game, but played all 82. One of 18 players to play all 82 games as Wembanyama's called for the foul. That's
any Fox-Wemby pick and roll when Fox comes back in.
Sissoko with the throwdown and a foul on Wembanyama. And he completes the 3-point play. Sissoko has as many points this quarter as the Spurs do. 9 apiece. We've got a game. Midway point of the 4th quarter. San Antonio up 10. Trying to close out a series. It's hard to do in any series, especially for a team that hasn't been in this position before. They've got a veteran in Fox, though, and he comes through with the foul line jump. Avdia's got 20 points, a game high. Holiday on the drive, works into the lane. He's fouled. Count the bucket. Holiday, 84% during the regular season. He completes the 3-point play. It's a 9-point game again. It was A 28-point lead in the third quarter for San Antonio. Shot clock inside of 10. The Spurs have kept it above the three-point line the entire possession. Now Fox, 4-3 over Sissoko. It's good. Boy, every time San Antonio needs a big shot.
And what did they do, Dave? They went right back to the thing that killed Portland in the second half, the Wemby-Fox pick and roll.
Klingon looking to answer, way short. Rebound, Wembanyama, his 13th board.
And I gotta believe you're gonna go right back in that direction. The pick and roll with Wemby and Fox in the second half of Game 4 was devastating to this group.
15 points, 9 assists for Fox. He drives here and scores! Like Game 4, De'Aaron Fox needed the veteran to do it in the fourth. Lead back to 14. Does Portland have one more run at it here with 4:40 to go? Avdia bumped off his spot by Castle, and that's a foul on Castle. That's 5. So Avdia's going to miss the first, the technical in his hands, leading the way for San Antonio.
Scoot, he has had a tough stretch, just 2 for 6.
And 6 fouls for Castle. Kamara gets the first free.
Both fouls.
It's a learning experience for a young team.
Experiences matter. You do this in the next series, that's a problem.
Against either Minnesota or Denver, a Denver team that's won a championship in Minnesota that's been to back-to-back conference finals. Shot clock down to 3. Fox gets past Klingon, floats it up, and good! He's got 11 of the 18 points for San Antonio in the quarter. Where would they be without De'Aaron Fox the last 2 games? Kamara's 3 off target. Knocked out of bounds by Klingon. 18 in the second half of Game 4. They'll put it in his hands again. His team up 13. Fox against Grant, fires away. 3 no good. And good block out by Holiday. Only been in one postseason as Wembanyama's fouled. That was with Sacramento. And
Spurs 1.
Wembanyama 5 of 5 now. Up to 17 points, and the lead is 15 now for San Antonio with 3.5 to go. Wembanyama's also got 13 rebounds and 4 blocks to go at those 17 points. Oh my goodness! Spiked! And a foul call. 12 blocks in the last 2 games.
A tough grader if that's the only thing that's kind of reacting now.
He had not reacted. Portland still within striking distance, but needs stops to keep its season alive. Facing elimination here in Game 5, trailing 3-1 in the series, and now 14, 106-92 in the game. Fox working on Krejci, gets downhill, hangs, banks it in. What a fourth for De'Aaron Fox. And the Blazers, it looked like they were going to lose that game, and it was going to be 2-2. And they'd have to go back to Portland, but Fox was great in the third quarter, brought the Spurs back. And when Portland made it close here tonight, he put up 13 points. Avdia misses. Wembanyama secures it. 2 minutes away now from advancing to the conference semifinals for the first time since 2017. It's the first playoff appearance for San Antonio since 2019. Harper passed his man. Layup no good, but he was pushed. A lot of fight here down the stretch. You do wonder what's next.
He's like, I'm going to be good. I think he's very anxious to get back and show what he's got left.
There's a lot of young talent around this team. Wembanyama just steals Kamara's soul. And out of bounds. San Antonio ball, his 6th.